of the Scream movies. And I'm sorry, if someone gave me like, here's fame, here's wealth, you'll be famous and everyone's going to know your name, or you'll be wealthy and no one will know you at all. I will be wealthy and no one will ever know my name. And I am absolutely fine with that, because fame will kill you.
Yeah. I just like my privacy too much.
I like to be left alone. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I am an introverted person. Let me be home.
So let's talk hypothetical. If you were choking someone out with the intent to stop their life from existing, would a power outage stop you?
I've already murdered what's it, like 6 people up to this point? 7 or 8?
Yeah.
Because
the highest single body count of any of the Ghostface killers.
Because he
does it all.
All the kills are only shared by one person instead of two murderers.
I asked the question again.
So if you
would you get distracted with the power going out when you're trying to strangle someone to death?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, think about it. Every other kill has pretty much kind of gone the way you need it to go, right? So this one, holy shit, everything's out of chaos. This is not going to plan. This is not how I wanted. Where are the other 2? You know what I mean? So like, I feel like strangling someone where you're like trying to get the job done, but then there is so much adrenaline happening. You are on your toes. You are strangling someone because you have to make sure that you take their life. Nothing can go wrong in this moment. Lights go out. Yeah, like I think it would definitely startle you. I think it would be something that you'd be like, shit, are they like, because nothing's going according to plan, so anything can happen at any time. I think your adrenaline would just be so high that anything could distract you.
One of my favorite things about the last couple Scream movies is how good like the kind of one-liners and the walk-off like badass lines are. This movie doesn't have as many good ones. The one that I do like a lot, though, is when Roman has bashed Detective McDreamy with the chair and finds his pistol, and Sid pops up and she's got the knife and she says, lose something, and he pops up with a little pistol and says, found something. I fucking love that exchange.
Yeah.
I thought that was so good. It was honestly my favorite bit of the entire movie, I think.
I agree.
Yeah, but that was the other thing that was kind of lacking from this movie for me, is those really good one-liners.
I should also say, like, because Alina, you have very much noticed that I am a hyper person. That is a lot of ADHD running through my brain, and I again say things with more gusto than I actually mean to say them. And also,
it makes you a great podcaster.
Thank you. If you've also noticed, I will start like what I'm saying very strongly. And then at the end, I've been talking for too long that my brain hasn't caught up to what my mouth is saying. So the end of my sentence doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I because I also get distracted and I have the excitement and attention span of a puppy. Anything in that moment would distract me, but I think that's just me as a person. So I don't know if I had my shit together, like, I don't know if something like that would distract me at that moment.
Like the power going off while you're strangling your long lost half sister.
Yes, exactly. Especially because like I've been trying to kill this bitch for so long that like, yeah, maybe I'd literally have that mentality of like, oh my God, I've been waiting for this moment for so long. Fuck the lights. Who cares if I die in 2 seconds? At least I'm, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking with my brain, not his.
So I think my favorite part of the movie happened 3 seconds ago when she is holding his hand as he's presumably dying. Like, you're right. We do share some problems, some, traumas inflicted by the same woman. You looked for me, you found me, and I'll be here for you. And all of that just in a look. And I'm like, wow, this is so strong. And then 5 seconds later, he pops up. He wasn't dead at all. Just kidding. I don't know how. And Dewey has to shoot him like 6 times.
And I don't like that Sid didn't pull the trigger in this one.
I agree. I do. Yes, I agree. I do not like that Sydney was not the one who was finishing it out. Yeah, that's
especially because it's her fucking brother. Like it
yes.
really should have been her.
But it does go back to what Alina was saying. It does go back to the fact that like she was holding his hand in that moment. And she, it could have been those feelings all within that look. So maybe she couldn't. Maybe in this one instance, she was like, I can't.
So halfway through the movie, when we saw Sydney's house, we're back at Sydney's house. So we first saw it. It looks like to me that she has her life together because I don't think living alone in the woods is sad. The ghost dream of her mom was the thing that for me said she isn't dealing with it. She hasn't dealt with it. So that's where I'm like, the house is great. That can be perfectly healthy. It's your dead mom haunting your dreams that shows that you aren't. But then, but instead they also show it here that like, look, she has people over. They know where she lives now. She's not going to set the alarm, which if you have an alarm system, you shouldn't set it when your guests are over. It makes them feel trapped and unhappy.
No one can leave.
That's really
like almost like, maybe she's not saying, I should leave this off. I have company.
And I will say this ending, definitely least favorite ending. Least favorite. I'm not talking about like this really sweet moment, like with the golden retriever and, Gale and Dewey proposing and whatever. I think that's all lovely. It's literally within the final like 5 seconds where the door opens and Sid looks and then just walks away. And I was like, out of everything you have learned, what?
Bugs, man. You want the skeeters to come in?
The skeeters.
The mosquitoes?
You live in the woods. Would you like a deer? Would you like a raccoon? Like, nope.
Awesome.
Yeah. No. So this right here. I have never had, I think, such a reaction to the last 5 seconds of a movie. I remember watching this. I'm like, Sid, nope. And I just sat here. I was, nope. What? And as soon as it went black, I was like, are you fucking serious? Close the door. No, like I was angry. I was yelling at the TV and my partner comes in and he's like, don't yell at the TV. It's from 22 years ago. Like, we don't need to yell about it. And but I was so pissed. I was like, that is so contradictory of everything. Immediate anger.
I heard that that in all the iterations of the script that Detective McDreamy just falls off, and like someone like the studio had to be like, what happened to that detective guy? And they were like, I guess they should show up and like get shot, I guess. And then so then in this finale, in the final post finale, the epilogue, that they filmed it 3 ways because they hadn't decided if he was going to live through getting stabbed and shot. So they had it, he was there, no sling, he was there with the sling as he is now, or he just wasn't there at all and he succumbed to his injuries. Because they're like, I don't know, we'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
We remembered to put him in the fight. That was
a movie.
Which that fight was also like a problem. I mean, the killer hadn't been revealed yet, so that I'm sure it played into it, but like how he had left before Sydney to go to the house, like ages and ages and ages before she did. And then she beat him there. Like, it just
Hollywood traffic. Hollywood traffic. He got stuck on the 101.
You got it. Yeah, that's it. God damn it, Patrick Dempsey. Okay. We are done, obviously, with Scream 3. We have wrapped up Scream 3. So now, drum roll, please. Game time.
That's right. And remind me of the score. It's moments like that where I wish that we did have a video podcast.
It is guest host.
Angry Smirks.
2, J2, V1.
I'm sorry, what was that?
No, I lost it. I don't know. Something happened with your microphone. I can't help you fix that.
My microphone was perfect.
All right. So
This movie also loses points for having a Creed song in it.
It had like a Creed music video tie-in
Yes.
with, I think David Arquette was in the music video.
I mean, and it had the wonderful Creed poster in her room. Like it was
There
just
and Creed was playing in Cotton Weary's house.
yeah.
When we started. So it was, yeah, they really wanted to make that a thing.
Who would like to go first? Yeah, who would like to go first? I'm going last. That is already set in stone. So the two of you.
All right. I tell you, I'll jump on the sword. Let's do it.
All right. Speaking of jumping on the sword, let's go over the rules one more time. Every card has 2 questions. If you get both questions correct, you get to keep the card. You want to keep the card because each card has a weapon on it. There are 5 different weapons. You want to collect 3. So if you get one question wrong on the card, you lose the card entirely. And then we make fun of you ruthlessly. So, all right, Jayest of the Beans. Jay, we should also mention that you have 1 machete and 1 chainsaw. Sorry, Jay Bean, this is a machete card. So even if you get these questions correct, you can keep the card, but it will not affect your score.
Okay.
All right, in the 2012 movie, The ABCs of Death, how many stories were included in the film?
26.
Very good. 26 different directors as well. What 2018 film unravels cryptic and terrifying secrets about the Graham family ancestry? This I will concede to not being super fair because I don't know if we knew what their last name was in the movie. And if we did, you did not hear it probably more than once or twice.
Was it one of the Conjuring movies?
No, it was not.
Okay.
You want me to read you the question again?
I mean, I guessed, so I'm wrong, but
what 2018 film unravels cryptic and terrifying secrets about the Graham family ancestry? Hereditary.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I don't think you heard that last name very often.
Yeah.
So and if you did, you only heard it once or twice. So I will say that was rather an unfair question.
That's all right. I'll take my loss.
All right. Miss Lena, also a machete card. Very cool. What is the name of the what is the name of the charter boat used to chase down Jaws?
Everyone's yelling at me on their speakers. I have no idea.
That's okay.
I know he was on the USS Indianapolis, but that's not the name of his boat. So I pass.
Orca.
Orca?
The charter boat's name was Orca. Second question. Jay Bean. This 1985 horror comedy about vampires was Jim Carrey's first starring role. Just funny that we talked about Jim Carrey.
What year was that?
1985.
What's really annoying is that we had this card before and I got the first question, knew the answer, but couldn't fucking place it for the second question. But yeah, it's fucking obscure. It's more obscure than Trick or Treat.
Okay, because I was just gonna say Trick or Treat again.
No, it's Once Bitten. Yeah.
No,
you'd have to be like a diehard Jim Carrey or like a diehard vampire. So okay. I will let you guys pick for me. So I have the question facing me. The answers are facing you guys. So go ahead. Left, right, or center?
Right hand.
Right hand. Let's take these off. All right.
Stop there.
All right. We're going to go right in here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right. So the question is, what 1990 film that co-stars Samuel L. Jackson was about killer sharks in an underwater facility? Wasn't that Deep Blue? Deep Blue. I don't want to look at the answer because I don't want to see the second answer, but I think my finger's covering. What is that? Oh, Deep Blue Sea.
Not quite.
Deep Blue Sea. Okay. Oh, and this is for a machete. This 1990 movie featuring Julia Roberts and Kiefer Sutherland is about the consequences of traveling on the other side. Elena knows what it is.
Mm-hmm. Do you know?
I don't. Jay, do you know?
Yes, I do know. There's a band that I have talked about on the podcast that is named after this movie.
Okay.
which on you're not going
Okay.
to remember it because it's not like it was an offhanded comment.
Okay.
So
Oh.
here,